Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Clannad After Story, Episode 7. We finished up a wonderful 2-episode arc for a side character that we didn't expect to get focus on.
Nope. And now we go into another arc. It could
Indeed.
be a spin-off one. It could be another side character-focused one.
Sure.
We have been having a bit of a character kind of sit in the wings of the brother of the girl that sits at the library. Seems like so that could be a whole thing that could be focused on. We also have a lot of things that are kind of sitting in the background as well with regards to a lot of the characters surrounding Nagisa. Like her family.
If we got an arc just focused on Nagisa's parents, that would be wonderful. That would be the most adorable, wholesome thing ever.
Yep. We did have a little bit of an Easter egg bit with a certain Papa
Indeed.
as a teenager. Which was
taking that guitar to school.
quite adorable.
Yep. That was wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be fun too. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Fried rice.
Yeah.
Focusing on library girl. Okay.
You guessed well.
Pacing wise, if they waited too much longer, it wouldn't make sense to come back here though. So I'm not always alone. Yeah.
Wait, other than us?
You should just check under the table every time you come in here.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Just
could be under there right now.
Right.
She sets a bowl down underneath the table.
Right. Yeah, it's like, wait, were there 3 or 4 plates? Yeah.
Right. She didn't miss a beat.
Nope.
Yep. The boys getting real intense, babe.
Yeah.
We lost so many men back there.
Exactly.
I've abandoned them.
Jimmy got detention.
One last goodbye.
Just wanted to see your face one last time.
I think so. Oh my god. This is amazing.
Yep.
Winter is coming. Yukine.
Right. Does it without hesitation.
Yeah. The amount of trust that these men have in her. Yeah. Oh, that's a good charm. Right. See, the charms are so that they'll listen to the rest of what she says directly afterwards.
Exactly.
She's a super big brain.
Right.
Oh, and then they eat some of her food to solidify it in there.
That's right.
Yeah, since you conveniently showed up while we were all here.
Lore dump time, let's go.
Oh, she's a part of the gang. She's the leader, actually.
Right.
Other gangs as well. This is the neutral zone. This is Switzerland. We don't fight here.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, everyone respects this place.
Yeah.
But the charm.
Step outside. Yeah. All right.
Apologies for the inconvenience. Yeah. Pass it on.
Yeah. They really left.
Oh yeah.
We're not.
They weren't just gonna fight outside the window like animals. No.
A likely story, yes. You're the leader of all the gangs. A terrifying war.
兄や須藤さんたちのグループと
It's a 40-year-old man in there.
来た方のグループが川を挟ん
It's
で
the Fuko gang
my
and the
God.
Nagisa gang.
They literally are like yelling shit at each other, probably from across the river. Oh my god. They're actually animating like
Yeah.
a group fight. Like,
The one guy just taking the two heads, smashing them together.
that's why he didn't want to be seen there. And that was him with the... Oh, wait.
Attack
No
from behind.
way. Wait, is this her brother? The Shadow Leader? Ah,
あなたのお姉さんと私が知り合いなんですか？
oh, ha, ha! Yes, exactly! What are you?
You get that right.
Yeah.
その通り。
その通り。
宮沢和人だよ。任せておけって相手は我が妹よ。僕が相手をしてやろうじゃないの。影の大物の。この僕がさ。
Unbeknownst to Sunohara, he just called down a wave of
Yeah.
fights upon his head.
Yeah, he has no idea what's coming now.
ゆうくんっておっしゃい
Oh
ま
my
したね。
god, the rugby team is gonna have to protect him
自己
soon.
紹介させていただきます。
They just toss him
宮
out to
沢
people
ゆ
that
き
are
ねと
here
申し
for him.
ます。
お前の姉ちゃんって今いくつ？
確か21。
Yeah.
この間電話があったんだ。
They just don't say a thing.
アパート借りて一人で暮らすって。
あのね、チミはね、単なるシスコンなんだよ。
シスコン？
He doesn't need to know about
家を出るのは家出じゃなくて独立っていうの。子供が心配する必要なし。
付き合ってるのがチンピラみたいな奴らなんだぞ。
Still,
あの、
that's
どう
fine.
いう風に聞いたかわかりませんけど、私のお友達は悪い人たちではないです。
Just because they're in a gang doesn't mean they're
少し気
bad.
の
Yeah.
短くて喧嘩好きですけど、男気がある方
very
ばかり
manly.
です。
Ah, yes.
俺たちはどうだ？そんな悪人に見えるか？
He does.
あんたは見えるけど、こっちのお姉さんはいい人さ。
どうもありがとうございます。
Okusaki's like, well, okay then.
ユウ、お前は花の奉仕なんだよ。これから風に吹かれて旅をしていくんだ。 新しい
As the invisible leader,
新し
he
い出
needs
会い
to
をする
lead.
ためにいつまでも姉ちゃんに甘えてちゃダメなんだ。
Ooh.
離れていても絆が結ばれてい
Ooh.
る。
Tsunohara just
それ
went
が
through an
家
arc
族ってもんなのさ。
角原がまともな説教をしている。
yeah, about family and
きっと
sisters
姉
and
ちゃん
stuff.
のこともあって、篠原さんもいろいろ考えたんですよ。
なんでこういうことになってるんだ？
僕にくっついて男らしさの勉強がしたいんだってさ。
Isn't that great?
いい根性してるよね。
よろしくお願いします。
僕を見てれば男の何たるかがわかるよ。
Oh my
しっかり
god.
ついてきな。
All right, now,
This
when
is
Tomoyo
so
kicks
funny.
you into the air, tuck and roll.
チャイム鳴ったよ。
うん、なったね。
授業が始まったんじゃないの？
やることやってれば授業なんて出なくていいの。これ社会の常ね。
この人をやることやってるの？
やってん
No.
の？
Nope.
俺は最近真面目に授業に出てるぞ。
お兄ちゃんたちって落ちこぼれ？
こいつはそうだけど、俺は違う。
We were just at my place.
反面教師って知ってるだろ。僕はそれをやろうとしてるんだよ。
Wait,
Oh,
an
my-
abominable
Reverse
role model or
psychology.
just a role model at all?
4文字熟語っぽくてかっこいいだろ。
おい、人が来るぞ。
誰かいるの？
Wow, what a dumpy. Oh my god! What?
あのバカ。あっさり見つかりやがった。
すいません。ちょっと隠れ
Again, harder, please.
時間を忘れてしまいまして。
かくれんぼ？他にも誰かいるの？
Oh shit.
おーい、岡崎、出てこいよ。
最悪だ。
Ratted them out just like that. Easy as breathing.
反面教師としちゃ最高だと思う。
連絡がつき
The
ましたよ。
butt kick made his whole body ready to jiggle, you know?
Exactly.
Oh wow.
悪い奴らが出てきたらやっつけてよね。カズトさん。
Sure.
あんまり当てにされて
Oh, falling behind them. Shit. Well,
Yep.
there it is.
Hmm.
F's in chat for Sunohara.
He's been through worse.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
待ってたぜ、ユキネ。
皆さ
Aw.
んも元気そうで。
Aw.
お姉ちゃん
Sweet.
心配してたんだぞ。
ごめんね。でもお姉ちゃんちゃんとやってるから。
どうだ？
All the guys have their hair slicked back.
ダメですよ、お酒は。
冗談だよ、冗談。ユキネは敵味方。
Here she. I mean, here he is. Okay, okay.
喧嘩の時に世話になったやつが多いのさ。
あんたこの間の
そっちにも誰かいるのか？
いえ名乗るほどのものでは。
What the fuck?
何してるのカズトさん。
てめえ、まだユキネの周りをうろうろしてんのか？
その人宮沢和人さんじゃないの？
Yo.
No.
嘘だった。
Wait, is it not that guy then?
お芝居の練習
He hasn't said his name yet, though.
ようによってカズトさんの名を語るとはとんでもねえ野郎だ。
私たちに免じて。
Sure, fine.
Okay, I suppose.
アリさん、どこまでもついていきます。
They've abandoned
帰り
him
抜
to.
けに姉さん
to
から
them.
聞きました。この間もお姉さんがお母さんと大喧嘩をして、それで家を出てしまったとか。ここにいる方たちの多くはご両親とうまくいってないんです。
You certainly don't know what that's like
自分の
exactly,
家
right?
に居場所がなくて、
Mhm.
それでこういう場所に集まってくるんです。皆さんにとっては
Yeah.
ここが自分の
Because
家
of
の
the
よう
people
な
here.
ものなんですね。
前に言われたことがあるよ。家族のような存在があれば人は大きく道を踏み外さない。
Very true. Whoa.
そいつの家も両親の仲が悪くて家の中はバラバラだったそうだけど、
その方はどうなったんですか？
いろいろあった
Ah!
けど今は
Yes!
仲良くやってるそうだ。
そうですか。それは良かったです。
お前、なかなか面白いやつだな。
Hey, you should join our gang.
ど
Yeah.
うぞ。
Oh.
ありがとうございます。
カズトさんは今入院中なんだよ。仲間を助けて交通事故に遭っちまったんだ。
交通事故。
聞けば聞くほど素晴らしい人です。カツトさんって。
そうさ、あの人のおかげで俺たちは道を踏み外さずに生きていけるんだ。
写真とか
Yeah, it's totally him.
見てみたい。
写真はありませんけど、皆さん、私は兄に似てると言ってくださいます。
Hmm.
楽しかったですね。
僕は寿命が縮んだけどね。もっと喜べよ。大物気分を満喫できたんだから。
Yeah.
Short-lived dream, but you know, got to do it for a while.
Yep. 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 Here we go.
やっと面を拝むことができた。退院したとは知らなかったぜ。かかれ。
まずい。逃げろ。
Thankfully, they're pretty slow.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Tomoyo?
宮沢和人か。
We know the sound of those kicks.
いきなり
Of course
殴
it
りかかってきた上に失礼なことを言うやつらだな。
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
お前、こんなところで何
Is
してるの？
Tomoyo
最近この辺りは暴力沙汰が多いと聞いてな。うちの生徒が
brother?
大変だから見回っていたんだ。
Wait!
お前たちこそなんでこんなにと関わっているんだ？
Wait!
話せば長くなる。
It's been right in front of us all this time?
Well,
勘違いされちゃ
I
った
don't actually remember, so yeah. Yeah, no, it's just yeah. She just helps out, I think. She just, you know, she saved him here because like she's used to gang stuff and- I don't remember, dude. I don't remember.
Because this anime came out in what, 2010? 2009?
No, 2007.
Well, no. Clannad came out like around then.
Yeah, so right.
After
Clannad's-
story directly after Clannad?
Yeah, I want to say it was like a year after.
Oh, okay. So directly after then, yeah. So, so you would have been 12 years old.
Right.
So you weren't watching
12,
anime
13.
back then.
No.
You watched anime, I think, when you were about 15 or 16.
Yeah, I think
15, I think.
somewhere
16.
around there because maybe
so
14.
almost half your life ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. When I watched this show for the first
And you
time,
never rewatched it.
No.
No.
It was, I want to say I watched it when I was actually in Australia. So that would have been 8 years ago.
Okay. So that's actually not that bad. Like, I watched Attack on Titan more than 8 years ago, the first season.
Right.
The difference is that I've rewatched Attack on Titan's first season like 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, easily. Especially the first season. All right, cool.
Okay.
I am surprised the way this went because I was under the impression that Miyazawa, her brother was very clearly the guy with the little tuft of hair.
Right.
He didn't say his name at any point before that. That was very clearly like just a character that seemed to be one that had this deference for her. But now that we've seen many gang people coming into this place here.
All with deference for her.
Right. They all had their names said, whereas she never said his name. So therefore, there's a little bit of sus there. But then we have Tomoyo showing up and just also reminding us that she has blue eyes, very similar to Miyazawa, has very very similar look in a lot of ways, but also has been in that situation where,
infamous in the gang community.
Well, yes, but Sunahara's even joked that, wait, is she actually a man? She's cross-dressing or something like that?
Right.
Because that freakish strength, like, where does that come from?
Yes.
I'm like, well, you could just have it be a badass anime girl, with freakish superpowers,
The number of anime girls so far in this show that have ridiculous strength.
Of kicks.
So
Specifically
far,
for Sunahara, though.
No, right. It's like if I had a nickel for every time that there was a ridiculously strong anime girl, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of odd that it happened twice.
In the same anime.
Right, exactly.
In an anime with no superpowers.
Kyo and Tomoyo, both are... there's a reason why they carried the baseball team.
So both these theories could be completely baseless and wrong, and it's just that, no, there's a guy who's blonde, actually blonde, and is literally in the hospital right now with his face completely mangled up from a car accident, and that's all true. Or
it's just that no one knows what he looks like, but they know that he's in the hospital, so they don't know how to get to him in the hospital or whatever.
Or this is the kind of thing where, in a lot of ways, maybe the brother can't be involved in a lot of things right now because of life, and thus they fabricated a story that he's in the hospital, and since no one's ever seen him, no one can corroborate the story except his sister, and then thus the brother, Kazuto, could be anyone. It could be.
I mean, the other people in the gang do know about him, though.
All it would take is for some... Yeah, but that's... The thing is, all it would take is for someone to bleach their hair, and then there we go.
No, but the gang that he's in, they have seen him. They just don't take pictures. They keep quiet about it, and they don't let anyone, know what he looks like and stuff, so that way he can still be the mysterious leader and everything.
But that doesn't make sense, because if new people join in, all it would do is they join and then they tell who it is.
Also,
I want to join the gang. Oh, what do you know? I was actually a spy. That's who it is.
Yeah, an imposter among us, yes, but also, and this is one of those things where I forget how the arc goes and everything, so it's like, okay, maybe this isn't something that's important to really think about.
Right.
But if it's they've never lost a fight, that implies that they fought people, and if they didn't kill the people or somehow knock them into amnesia, they would know what the person looks like.
Right.
And maybe because it was happening so fast, all we could remember was a streak of blonde hair or whatever. Hey, if with the stuff that Tomoyo can do...
Tomoyo is literally the character that makes the most sense
from a fighting standpoint. To
have it be a reveal, because otherwise it doesn't matter.
Right.
When we see the brother, we're just going to see a blonde guy and be
it's just
okay, cool.
You're Kazuto-san.
Why are we doing things like avoiding saying who the guy is that was there that one time? We've introduced him, hasn't said his name. He's been in shots where they're talking about the brother. And the reason why they could be doing that, again, might have nothing to do with the gang not knowing that it's him. But because there's people here that aren't in the gang, they can't say that that's him right there.
No, that it would totally make sense because in order to keep something like that a secret, right?
They just don't talk about it.
Yeah,
they would refer to him as Kazuto.
Right, exactly. They just don't acknowledge that that's who it is.
Easy.
When they're with people, right? And then therefore, you can have them be there the entire time, but no one necessarily knows.
It could also be a thing where Tomoyo is the one that's actually kicking the shit out of everybody, but the one that gets claimed for all these stories here is this
mysterious
Kazuto. Yeah, who's never actually involved in any fights, therefore he never loses.
Right. They give enough of a detail of like, oh, it's someone with blonde hair. So it's like, okay, people are looking around for someone with blonde hair, and
it's both actually. Tomoyo is actually the one beating them up, and Kazuto is the guy that's actually just chilling there.
It's that whole thing, like, it very much feels like the early season 1 of Daredevil, where it's like, you want Kingpin to actually just be the dude that's like my employer, you know, like, what if there's all this mystery, there are a ton of answers and things that you can come up with to fill the nebulous void that has been created, and a ton of them can be really interesting.
Yeah.
And then once you condense it down to one thing, then you're just like, oh, this is just the one thing. It can still be really cool, but like, what about all those other, possibilities and options and whatnot?
So, all right. Theories aside, we got ourselves a really fun dynamic here that's kind of wholesome in that we have a person, Miyazawa, who understands that these boys are not really going to change. Because there's a couple things that are needs-wise getting fulfilled by them being involved in this gang.
Yep.
They have found a family. They have literally found family. And now, why would she, by, being in proximity to these people that are a bit of the delinquent side of things,
Sure,
not cover for them? Like, she's absolutely doing this
and
because
she does it for both
understands the
sides.
feelings. Yeah. She's not trying to pick a side and be like, oh, you guys are any better than the others. No, she just assumes in some ways that, no, this is what they need right now, and this is what they're doing, and they're living their lives. I can't, I have no place to, to judge them or what have you.
Let me make you some fried rice.
Yeah, let me provide a space for you where you can be safe here. Obviously, there's the, she's not literally making them physically safe or what have you.
Right.
She's just being like, no, I can be your friend. And because of that, she is absolutely
adored,
sacred amongst the gangs. They love her. They respect her. They care so much for her to the point where us, the audience, and then the other characters are like, wait, this is, deconstructing my entire opinion about how gangs work because of how they're treating this one person. Well, at the end of the episode, suddenly they find someone that they don't like, and they think it's Kazuto, Tsunohara, and they're like, oh, we're going to beat the shit out of you. Okay, don't hurt the women. But yeah, Okazaki, you're unlucky enough that you're not a woman, and you happen to be in close proximity to Tsunohara, who they think is Kazuto, so they're like, all right, we're going to beat the shit out of both of you.
Sometimes Tsunohara really just helps the plot move along in ways of a sort, kind of.
Was Yusan the little kid with them as well when they were doing this? Or had he already left?
No, he had already left.
He had already left. Okay, cool. Yeah, he went with his sister.
He just lets them go after Tsunohara like, yes, you lied to me and now you will get your just desserts.
I saw the whole thing with the sister and stuff, but it would have been funny if they're like, yeah, ignore the women, but yeah, that little kid as well beat the shit out of him too. And it's like, what the fuck? But no, okay, cool. So next episode, we'll probably get a little bit of a clarification as to what's going on here and how is this whole thing connected, because having this be a surprise Tomoyo focused arc potentially as well could be really cool.
Right, and her appearance here definitely helps from the sake of the conflict of people are chasing you to beat you up. Tomoyo shows up and you hear the sound effect of her kicks in the dark tunnel. You know who it is. Problem's resolved. Got a good spread. It's done, right? But since that conflict was kind of like a sort of joke conflict of Tsunohara's pretending to be Kazuto, and so they hear and they chase him and all that stuff, great for a gag, but what does it actually progress for the main story? What does Tomoyo represent, introduce into this dynamic, given that, like, unless it's something where Kazuto doesn't exist and she's just been beating people up, she clearly is not Kazuto, but she has been connected to gangs in the past. This seems like a kind of reveal sort of setup of sorts within how the episode is structured. So what's the deal exactly?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know because it was 8 years ago when I watched this show.
Yeah, and you probably remember certain arcs more than others.
The tertiary character mini arcs are definitely not the parts that I remember the most.
So having this be a setup, I think the arc will be resolved in the next episode, given the formula that we seem to have established thus far for Clannad After Story. I really question why we're having this arc. If if Misai was the previous one, and she's got a lesson of sorts for our main two lovebirds here.
What's the lesson here?
What is the point with this arc?
Yeah, because like both of the characters for these arcs are characters that you would never expect to need to have focus. They're so distant from everything.
Although I could see Tomoyo having focus. It's just
Tomoyo, yes, but the Misai and
I see what you're saying. No. So I'm saying that Miyazawa is just a character that has no flaws. She literally has nothing about her that she struggles with other than maybe the fact that she's breaking some school rules by letting them in through the window.
Right, she's more of the...
But even then, they're students.
Right, she's a force of nature, if you will, where it's just like less a person and more of a presence.
No. She is breaking the rules because some of them are from other areas of the city, so therefore they're not allowed even on school grounds. So the fact that they get here at all... Like that's an
she doesn't rat them out necessarily.
Well, no. I'm saying that as a character, if she has no flaws or struggles, there's
this
very
arc
little
doesn't have to be about her.
No, exactly. There's very little point to tell the story at all. But if the conflict is something with regards to her brother, a character that we might not have even seen yet,
right?
I am really confused as to what this arc's point is for the main story. If it's just a thing to focus on some themes, I'm excited for that. We did get some focus on the
robot and the girl. And Winter is coming apparently, and that's
and then Yukine is the character that's Miyazawa's name. So I don't know, maybe there's
some connection there.
I don't know. I like what we're getting so far with Clannad After Story. Since I'm seeing a pattern here, I can hold out that the follow-up episode after this is going to be worthwhile for the setup. But I don't want to do this like 12 times and then have, No,
that's what everybody's been saying is the best part of Clannad After Story is that there are a bunch of way tertiary characters, and each gets a 2-episode arc from here on till the end of the show.
I'm fine with having 2-episode mini arcs just throughout the show, but can we get to the main characters a little bit?
Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's all really I have to say. This is unfortunately just another episode where I don't really have much to discuss. I'm literally all right, the next episode is where the meat of everything is going to be unveiled.
It was very curious for me, being okay, going through After Story. Right, I remember bits of the Sunohara arc. I remember the baseball game at the beginning. I know that those two characters get arcs, but I don't remember really anything about them.
I can totally see why. It's not that these are bad arcs or anything.
I love the Misai resolution and everything.
Yeah, that's
great.
wonderful. Yeah, and even the Sunohara one had some
I liked
charm
a lot of it,
to it. But I am really confused as to why this is happening at all. If there's going to be a supernatural tie-in, like the thing with the Misai arc, if there's going to be some kind of world-building thing, if they're going to tie in basically how the gangs informed some aspects of maybe the lives of the parents who are, because obviously these gangs are passed by a form of legacy. One third year brings a second year under their wing,
right? And
they
it keeps
teach
getting
them,
propagated,
and it can domino one by one, and then thus the gang can last 20 years or something.
Right, even if it doesn't, if no members maybe stay in it for more than 6 or 7 years at most.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. The one thing that I would say that was brought up that could theoretically bring some relevance to our core characters is the whole idea of delinquents and how they're treated in society and everything, and then that sort of thinking about, Okazaki, you've been kind of
finding a family.
Relegated to that category of finding a family.
Yeah, Okazaki being the kind of person who doesn't go home. He spends time with Sunohara.
Right.
He goes to the drama club. He basically just spends time around town or at school as long as possible.
And now he's even moved out of his house to then stay with Nagisa and her parents.
Right.
Yep.
So that totally makes sense, but he's moved out.
Right.
This is not a situation where he's
presently in the middle of it, more of
yes, that's all done.
That is a
it's
thing that is
over.
That has been relevant to me, but I'm not actively dealing with now.
Yeah, but also he doesn't have a sibling.
Nope.
He doesn't have any kind of people that he's needing to kind of do this with or what have you. So
Interesting.
wait, what?
Oh no, I'm just
Does he have a sibling? We just haven't met them yet, and you're just like,
No, I'm saying things to basically just be like, yes, means nothing. I don't remember the next episode.
Jacob's like, how can I spoil it where I don't even know where I am? See, what the reveal is that guy, what was his name, who was Yusuke, is actually his long lost older brother.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.